Greetings, it's Will from StormTheCastle.com, and you are watching the Cardboard DaVinci YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. This is a tutorial on how to curve cardboard. Easy technique and fun. So here's some examples of what I did, and it shows that it's really strong, it's durable, it's going to stay, it takes paint really well, and you can do it in all different curved radiuses. You probably can even close it all the way around. And an example of what I used it for is my next upcoming video. This is part of it. It's a knight's gauntlet for your wrist armor. And here, I'll show you the completed gauntlet project, but that's my next video. It uses a black sock and a piece of cardboard, and this technique for curving cardboard. Going to need a paintbrush, a pen or a pencil, right? Pen or a pencil, some white glue, a little bit of water, and some kind of a two containers that fold into each other. What would you call stack into each other? See how that stacks? That's important. We're going to use this as the mold. I got 3 there, and you know, there's all kinds of things you can use, and all different shape, size curves. We're going to curve to this, and I'll do this one, I guess. We're going to curve to this. Maybe I'll do this one, the big one. We're going to curve to that inside curve. So the size of your container will determine the curve that you make. So let's take a look at the cardboard. Now the cardboard is rather important. You need to take a look at it. And generally, we're going to remove this top layer of paper. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's difficult, but one of the clues you can get here is the size of the corrugations. Let's get a closer look here. Now the bigger the flute, the easier this is to take off the top layer of paper. So if you have a piece of cardboard with very small flutes, see, here you go, here's a good example. The cardboard on the bottom is thinner and with the smaller flutes. So if you can, get the biggest flutes you can. It'll make it much easier to remove the top layer of paper. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to show you a tip here. If you have no choice and it's difficult for you to remove the paper, you still have options. But a pencil or a ballpoint pen there we go. So let me show you what to do if you're having difficulty removing the top layer of paper. We'll use a paintbrush and some water to wet the paper. And you usually have to do multiple wettings. So you just wet the paper, set it aside for 10 minutes or so, because corrugated cardboard is made up of 3 layers of paper that are glued together with starch. Not actual glue, but starch, vegetable starch. And the water will dissolve that starch. So you set it aside for 10 or so minutes, and then try to peel it. And if it still doesn't peel easily, wet it again. And then eventually, or pretty quickly, you'll be able to peel that top layer of paper off. So that's that. So we're going to go on though and move on to the next step. So what you want to do is mix 50%, about half and half water and white glue. I get a lot of water in there. I don't need that much, but about half and half water and white glue. And the water is rather important because it's going to help shape the cardboard, mold the cardboard to the shape you want. And it's very important that you realize that it only curves in one direction in terms of, you can't curve it this way because of the corrugations, the strength of the corrugations. It has to curve this way. So when you're cutting your piece, that's a consideration. But, here we go. We're going to use, this one's easy. So wet that with your glue and water mix. Nice liberal amount of wetness. And now this is important, which way you put it in. Don't put it in this way, put it in this way. Alright? And then the piece you had removed, put that against that. Replace, I guess you replace it. But it's not the same size anymore because now it's a little bit large. Because you're on the inner circumference. And then place your other container on it. And press them tight. A little bit, shift it a little bit. There we go. And that's it. That's it. So now we just let it dry. Set it aside and let it dry. Okay, so let's take a look. It's still not 100% dry, but that's okay. Alright, different radius. And now the large one. And there we go. Still a little wet. So one last look here at what I've made with it. That's the Knight's Gauntlet. That's only part of it, but it shows you that you have a lot of options when it comes to what you can do with curved cardboard. And that's the gauntlet on the sock and ready to go. That'll be my next video coming up. I got a whole bunch of stuff coming, more cardboard projects. I got a bunch of requests that I'm going to do. Thanks. Perche la menestra si fredda.